Hello and welcome to Easy Learning Online Classes. And today we learn about statistics. So these are the points you need to remember. Like there are a few formulas which you need to utilize while solving the problems. So without wasting time, let's start. So our first question is this one. So in statistics, all you need to do is to find the mean, median, and mode. Right. So see it is data. The question says the following table gives the literacy rate in 40 cities. Find the mean, median, and model literacy rate. So there are four cities in which the literacy rate is around 45% to 55%. And there are 11 cities in which the literacy rate is around 55 to 65 percentage. By literacy rate, it means that out of 100, how many persons are literate. For example, if out of 100, 60 people are educated, then it means the literacy rate is 60 percentage. Okay. So now we need to find the mean from this data. So to find mean, there are three methods. The first is direct method, and the second is assume mean method, and the third one is step deviation method. You might be thinking the formulas are too complicated to understand, but once you start doing them, you'll find it easier. So let's start. So to find mean, see these two columns, the first two columns that are highlighted in red color is our question, and the rest of it is a part of a solution. Okay, so I have prepared this extra columns just to save my time, right? So see, first to find mean, first of all, you need to find the mid value of these two class intervals. See, the first one is known as lower limit, and the second one is known as upper limit. Okay, so to find the mid value of 45 and 55, all you need to do is to add 45 and 55 and divide it by 2. Something like this. See, mid value equals to upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. That is 55 plus 45 divided by 2. It means 100 by 2, which will give 50. So our first mid value is 50. Similarly, if you follow the same process, you will get the mid value of 55 and 65 as 60, then 70, 80, and 90. Okay. Now, after finding the mid value, what you have to do is you have to multiply the mid value with frequency. So we'll represent the mid value as small letter x. So this column fx, it means f multiplied by x. Okay. So 4 multiplied 50 is 200, 11 multiplied 60 is 660, 12 multiplied 70 is 840, 9 multiplied 80 is 720, and 4 multiplied 90 is 360. So of fx, the sum of fx is denoted as summation fx. Okay. And the sum of frequencies is denoted as summation f or capital letter n. Right. So now let's apply the formula. So by direct method, mean x bar equals to summation fx by summation f. It means 2780 by 40. So you can cancel these two zeros. So the answer will be 69.5. Okay. Then by the second method, see as the method, what is the name of the second method? Assumed mean method. It means we have to assume a mean first. Okay. First of all, we will assume a mean. So from where we have to assume the mean? The answer is we have to assume the mean from the mid value column. Okay. So whatever lies exactly in the middle is our assumed mean. See, there are 5 rows, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 70 is exactly in the middle. The middlemost value is our assumed mean. Now the question arises is, what if there are even number of rows? Like what if there are 6 rows or 8 rows or 4 rows, not 5 or 3 rows? So in that case, we will assume the mean. See this, how many columns rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So there are 8 rows, isn't it? So in this case, there are two middlemost values, 34 and 42. Okay. So which one will be our assumed mean? Our assumed mean will be the plus mark that corresponds higher frequency. For example, 34 has a frequency of 15, but 42 has a frequency of 14. So clearly we can see 15 is greater than 14. So our assumed mean will be 34 in this case. Understood? Okay. Now let's come back to the question again. So after assuming the mean, we'll find the value of d. D is basically a derivative value. So d means x minus a. Okay, x means mid value and a means assumed mean, that is 70. Okay, so the difference of 50 and 70 is minus 20. Similarly, the difference of 60 and 70 is minus 10. Again, the difference of 70 and 70 is 0. The difference of 80 and 10, oh sorry, 80 and 70 is 10. And the difference of 90 and 70 is 20. Okay. Now this column itself is not important. We need this column FD. That means F multiplied D. So F multiplied D. So the frequency is 4 and the value of D is minus 20. So 4 multiplied negative 20 is negative 80. Similarly, 11 multiplied negative 10 is negative 110. 12 multiplied 0 is 0. And 9 multiplied 10 is 90. 4 multiplied 20 is 80. Okay. So after finding FD, let's find the sum of FD. So these two are negative values and these two are positive values. The sum of negative values is minus 190 and the sum of positive values is positive 170. So the total sum will come negative 20. Minus 190 plus 170 gives minus 20. Okay, I hope you have understood this much. So now let's apply the formula. By assumed mean method, mean x bar equals to a plus summation fd. See here written summation fx. Here we write summation fd by summation f. Okay. Now see this a. Why we have added this a? Because here we have subtracted the value of a from every data, from every observation, right? From every observation, we have subtracted, for example, from 50, we have subtracted 70. Again, from 60 also, we have subtracted 70. That's why we are adding this a. That means 70 here. Okay. So we'll write 70 plus summation fd is minus 20, summation f is 40. So it will be 70 minus 1 by 2, which means 70 minus 0.5, which will give 69.5. Again, we obtain the same result. Okay. Now the last method is step division method. So to find the step division method, we have to create one more column. That is the column of u. And u is nothing but d divided by h. Now what is this h? Here h means height, the height of the class interval, or in other words, the difference of the class interval. So what is the difference of 45 and 55? The difference of 45 and 55 is 10. Okay. Same here also. The difference of 55 and 65 is 10. So we'll consider the height as 10. Okay. Now divide the value of d with 10. So the first value of d is minus 20. So minus 20 divided by 10 will give minus 2. Similarly, minus 10 divided by 10 will give minus 1. And 0 divided 10 will give 0. 10 divided 10 will give 1. And 20 divided 10 will give 2. Okay. Now this column of u is not important itself. We need to find the fu. That means f multiplied by u. Okay. So 4 multiplied minus 2 is minus 8. Then 11 multiplied minus 1 is minus 11. 12 multiplied 12 multiplied 0 is 0. 9 multiplied 1 is 9. And 4 multiplied 2 is 8. Okay. Now we'll find the summation of fu. So these two are negative values and these two are positive values. So the sum of these two negative values is minus 19 and the sum of these two positive values is 17. Okay. So the summation fu will come minus 2. Minus 19 plus 17 equals to minus 2. Now by step deviation method, mean x bar equals to a plus summation fu by summation f multiplied by h. Why need to multiply this h? Because we have divided each observation with h, isn't it? We have divided each observation. For example, this 20, negative 20, we have divided this by 10. That's why here we need to multiply it by 10. It's quite logical. So 70 plus negative 2 by 40 multiplied by 10 equals to 70. You can cancel these two zeros. Minus 2 by 4. It means 70 minus 1 by 2, which means 70 minus 0.5. It means 69.5. Okay. If you don't know how to subtract a decimal number from a non-decimal number, it's very simple. Write the non-decimal number first and put a decimal after the last digit, like this, 70 point. Okay. And just below it, write the other decimal, this point, and then write 5, 0, and fill this empty space with one more 0. Now subtracting. So it will carry. After carrying, this will be 9 and this will become 10. 10 minus 5 is 5 point. Then here we write 9. It will be 6, 69. Okay. So by following the three methods, we have obtained the same result. Okay. So now you might be thinking why we need to follow three methods if you can directly solve it with the help of direct method. So you need to think again. What if the data is not as simple as this one? For example, what if the data is, uh, for example, what if the frequencies are 45, 111, 120, 93, 47? Okay. So now you have to multiply f into x for direct method. So this is cumulative frequency. If you multiply f into x, it will be quite hectic for you to find the exact value. It will be a long process, isn't it? To multiply a larger value with a larger value. That's why we need other methods. So all I'm trying to say is direct method is not applicable in case of large observations. Okay. Now let's find the median and mode also. So we'll find the mode first because finding mode is much easier than finding mean and median. So pray that mode will come in your exam. Okay. So to find mode, we don't need to create any table, extra table. Whatever is given in the question is sufficient. This is our question. The data given in red color. So from here we'll obtain our values which will be used in finding mode. Okay. So what is the basic understanding of mode? Mode means observation with highest frequency. So here we can see that 12 is the highest frequency, isn't it? So the class interval corresponding to 12 is our model class. It means the value of mode will lie between 65 and 75. Okay. So to find mode, we need F1, we need F0, we need F2, we need L and H. Okay. So F1 is 12, the highest frequency. F0 is the frequency preceding F1, which means 11. And F2 is the frequency succeeding F1, that is 9. L means the lower limit. L means lower limit. The lower limit of 65 and 75 is 65. And the height is obviously 10. Height means the difference of the class interval. Now we find mode. Mode equals to L plus F1 minus F0 twice F1 minus F0 minus F2 multiplied by H. So L is 65 plus 12 minus 11 by 2 multiplied 12 minus 11 minus 9 multiplied by 10. I can use a different page also, but since the data are given here, that's why I'm using the same page. 65 plus 1 by 24 minus negative 11, negative 9 will make negative 20 multiplied by 10. So 65 plus 1 by 4 multiplied by 10. Okay. So it will be 65 plus, we can multiply these two values, 1 and 10. It will make 10 by 4. So 65 plus 10 divided by 4 means 2.5. So the answer will be 67.5. 65 plus 2, that is 67. Okay, this is our mode. Now let's find the median. So the basic understanding of median is that median is the middlemost value, right? So first of all, we'll obtain, wait, let me raise this question. We can skip the video while I'm raising the works. Okay. So to find median, we need to follow a process and be focused here. So to find median, first of all, we'll divide this value of n by 2. So n by 2 means 40 by 2, which will give 20. Now we'll check where this 20 lies. Okay, in this column. This is our cumulative frequency column. Okay, cumulative frequency is nothing but the sum of all the frequencies only. First of all, we'll write 4 as 4 directly. Then we'll add this 4 with 11. So 4 plus 11 is 15. Then again 15 plus 12, which will give 27. Then 27 plus 9 is 36. And 36 plus 4 is 40. So this must be equal to this. Okay. Now see where this 20 lies in the cumulative frequency column. The 20 lies between 15 and 27, isn't it? It lies between 15 and 27. So right, which lies between 15 and 27. Okay. And what corresponds the value of 27? Sorry, which class interval corresponds the value of 27? It is the 65 to 75 class interval. So right, and corresponding to 27 lies our median class, that is 65 to 75. That's why I've highlighted this in green color. Okay. Now we can clearly see that here L is 65, height is 10, the frequency of 65 to 75 is 12, F equals to 12, and one more thing we need is CF, or sometimes we call it FC. It means cumulative frequency preceding the class interval the class sorry, plus the class interval. Okay, wait, I'll make this short for you. Just remember like this, that the CF is this one, 15. Okay, which means the the cumulative frequency preceding our median class cumulative frequency. Understood? So CF is 15. Now we write the formula of median. So median equals to L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into H. This formula you need to mug it up, just like both formula. So L was 65, n by 2 was 20, CF is 15, frequency is 12, height is 10. So 65 plus 5 by 12 multiplied by 10. It means 65 plus 5 tens are 50 by 12. And upon cancelling 50 and 12 will get something around 4.16. So that's 4.17. 12 4s are 48. Then 1 times 12. Then that's 0. 6 times 72. And again 6 times 72. So since the third digit is more than 4, so we will add 1 with the second digit. So it will become 4.17. Okay. So the answer is 69.17. This is our board. I hope you have understood so far. If not, then let's take another question. Hmm, okay. See this question. Uh, in this question, the mean is given. The mean is 33.2. Okay. And one more thing is given is the sum of all the frequencies, that is 100. Okay. So we need to find the missing frequencies A and B. See, these two frequencies are missing here. Okay. So first thing first, we'll check the class interval first. The class interval should be continuous. It means if it is starting from 6 and ending at 14, then the next class interval should start from 14. Okay. For example, see this class interval. The class interval starts from 0 but ends at 9. And the second class interval starts from 10 and ends at 19. So obviously this class interval is not continuous. Okay. So first of all, we'll make it a continuous class interval. So how will you make it a continuous class interval? The answer is very simple. Subtract 0.5 from the lower limit and add 0.5 to the upper limit. If you subtract 0.5 from 10, then you'll get 9.5. And if you add 0.5 to 19, you will get 19.5. Similarly, if you subtract 0.5 from 0, you'll get negative 0.5. And if you add 0.5 to 9, you'll get 9.5. Now it has become a continuous class interval. Okay. So let's solve this question first. So here the mode is given, that is 25.5. We need to find the missing frequency x. Now see, if the mode is 25.5, which implies that our model class is 20 to 29. Sorry, this one 19.5 to 29.5. Okay, we'll not consider this class interval now. This is gone. because 25.5 lies between 19.5 and 29.5. So here the frequency is 21. So F1 equals to 21, then F0 means the preceding frequency, which is 15, and F2 is the succeeding frequency, which is X, and the lower limit of the model class is 19.5, and the height is 10. How to find the height is to subtract the lower limit from the upper limit. By subtracting, you will get 10.0, which means 10 only. Okay. Now let's write the formula of mode. So mode equals to L plus F1 minus F0 by twice F1 minus F0 minus F2 multiplied by H. So the lower limit is 19.5, F1 is 21, F0 is 15. Again we'll write 2 multiply 21, then F0 is 15 minus F2 is X multiplied by 10 is the height. So 19.5 plus 6 by 42 minus 15 minus X multiplied by 10. Now one more thing, see. The mode was given. The mode was 25.5. So in place of mode, we'll write 25.5. We'll write implicitly. Okay. So now this 19.5 will go to the other side and will become negative 19.5. So this will be 6 by 42 minus 15 is 27 minus X multiplied by 10. Okay. So what is 25.5 minus 19.5? It is 6. Now 6 multiplied 10 is 60. Okay. Now we will exchange the places. If this 27 minus X will go to the other side, it will become multiplied. So write 6 multiplied 20, 27 minus X equals to 60. Now if this 6 goes to the other side, it will become divided. So write 27 minus X equal to 60 by 6. Okay. Or you can multiply it also, 6 into 27 and 6 into X. But since 60 is a multiple of 6, that's why I have brought it to the other side to cancel that. Okay. So 27 minus X is 10. Now this X is negative. We'll bring it to the other side to make it positive. And this 10 will come this side, left hand side. 27 minus 10 be positive X. So now 17 is our answer. That means the missing frequency X equals to 17. Okay. Now let's do this question. Here the mean was given 33.2 and the sum of frequencies given is 100. We need to find the missing frequencies A and B. So first of all, we'll check the class interval if it is in a continuous manner or not. So we can clearly see it starts from 16 and the upper limit is 14, then again 14 to 22, then again repeating 22 to 30. So it is a continuous class interval. So we don't have to create any extra class interval table. Okay. So we'll find the class mark. See, this word class mark is also known as mid value. So don't get confused during exams. Mid value, class mark are the same thing, and it is represented by the small letter x. Okay, so the mid value of 6 and 14, how will you find this? We'll do this 6 plus 14 by 2, that means 20 by 2, which is 10. So this is 10, and again 14 plus 22 is 38, sorry 36, 36 by 2 is 18. And you don't have to do it again and again. Just check the height. What is the height? The height is 8. The difference of class interval is known as height or size. So the height is 8. So just add 8 with each class mark. So 10 plus 8 is 18, 18 plus 8 is 26, 26 plus 8 is 34, 34 plus 8 is 42, 42 plus 8 is 50, 50 plus 8 is 58, and so on. Okay. We just need to find one class mark, and the rest of it will follow with the help of height. Okay. So after finding height, we'll multiply the frequency with class mark, that is f into x, so fx. So 11 multiply 10 is 110, 21 multiply 18 is 378, a multiply 26 is 26a, 15 multiply 34 is 510, 14 multiply 42 is 588, 8 multiply 50 is 400, b multiply 50 is 58b, and 6 multiply 66 is 396. So here this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one are constant numbers. So we'll add these numbers. Okay, and the result will come 2382, and then write 26a plus 58a separately. Similarly, we'll follow the same trend here. 11, 21, 15, 14, 8, and 6 will give 75, and then write a and b separately. Understood? So what is the formula of mean by direct method? So mean equals to summation fx by summation f, that is 2382 plus 26a plus, sorry, that's not right here. Okay, wait. See, the mean was given. The mean is 33.2. So in place of mean, we'll put 33.2. And summation fx is 2382 plus 26a plus 58b by summation f is 75 plus a plus b. Now, see one thing. The sum of the frequencies is 100, right? Which means summation f equals to 100. But here we have got summation f as 75 plus a plus b. So let's put this one, 75 plus a plus b equals to 100. So a plus b will be 100 minus 75. So a plus b will be 25, right? So here in place of 75 plus a plus b, that is the value of summation f. So summation f is 75 plus a plus b, and summation f is also 100. So instead of writing 75 plus a plus b, we'll write here 100. Okay. Now this 100 will go to the other side and will get multiplied. 33.2 multiplied by 100, 2382 plus 26a plus 58b. So 33.2 multiplied 100 will give 3320. Now this value will come to the other side and will get subtracted. 3320 minus 2320 A2 equals to 26A plus 58B. Now after subtracting we'll get 8, here we'll get 3, we'll get 9. 938 equals to 26A plus 58B. Okay. Now see, A plus B is 25. So what is the value of A? A equals to 25 minus B. This B will go to the other side. Okay. And we'll use this value of A here. Here we'll put the value of A as 25 minus B. So it will be something like this. 938 equals to 26 multiplied 25 minus B. Okay. This is called substitution. 938. So 26 times 25 is 650 and 26 times B is 26B plus 58B. Again, we'll bring to the other side. So 938 minus 650 equals to, so minus 26 plus 58 will give a positive value, that is positive 32B. So 938 minus 650 will give 288. Now this is 32 multiplied B. So if this 32 has to come to the other side, it will get divided. 288 by 32 equals to B. So B will come as 9 equals to B. See, I have substituted the value of A here. You can use the value of B also. Okay. Here you have to put 25 minus A. Okay. You can do this also. Now, since the value of B is 9, so the value of A will be 25 minus 9. That means A equals to, sorry, 60. A equals to 16. Okay. So one more question is left in this part. Let's do that one also. One is done. Then here. Okay. Okay. This is our last question. Here you need to calculate mean, median, and mode. Now see the class interval. The data given in red color is our question. So the class interval is given in a different fashion. So first of all, we have to convert this class interval in this manner. Okay. And this number of students is actually the cumulative frequency given reversed. Okay. So how will you convert this to this? The answer is very simple. Just follow the pattern. What is given? 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Right? So we'll first write 0 to 10. This one. Then we'll write 10 to 20. Then we'll write 20 to 30. Then 30 to 40. Then 40 to 50. Then after that you can write 50 to 60. See, more than 50 means 50 to infinity. Isn't it? More than 50 means 50 to infinity. But since the height in each class interval is 10, so we'll take the height as 10 here also. So we'll write 50 to 60 in place of writing 50 to infinity. Understood? Now, just like we have converted the marks into class interval in a continuous series, we have to convert this data because this is not our frequency. This is the cumulative frequency in reversed manner. Okay. So what you have to do is, first of all, subtract these two values, 50 minus 46, which will give 4. Then again 46 minus 40 will give 6. Then 40 minus 20 will give 20. Then 20 minus 10 will give 10. Then 10 minus 3 will give 7. Then, sorry, this one we have to write as it is. Okay. So this is done. We have found the class interval column and we have found the frequency column also. Now let's find the class mark or the mid value. So what is the mid value of 0 to 10? The mid value of 0 to 10 is 5. Similarly, the mid value of 10 to 20 is 15. Just add 10 with each class mark. 5 plus 10 is 15, plus 10 25, plus 10 35, plus 10 45, 45 plus 10 55. Now find fx. So 4 multiplied 5 is 20, 6 multiplied 15 is 19, 20 multiplied 25 is 500. Similarly, we'll get these values also. So summation fx will come as 1440 and summation f is 50. Okay. So I hope now you can do it by yourself. You know how to do it. Mean equals to summation fx, sorry, summation fx by summation f, that is 1440 by 50. You can cancel these two zeros. The answer will be 28.8. Okay. Then after that, assume a mean for assume mean method. So which one will be our assume mean? The middlemost value. And there we can see there are two middlemost values, 25 and 35. But 25 has a higher frequency. That's why we'll assume mean as 25. Now find the value of d by subtracting assume mean by class mark. So 5 minus 25 is minus 20. 15 minus 25 is minus 10. 25 minus 25 is 0. 35 minus 25 is 10. 45 minus 25 is 20. 55 and 20 minus 25 is 30. So this column is not important in itself. We'll find the FD. So frequency multiplied by D. So this will be 4 multiplied minus 20 is minus 80. Then 6 multiplied minus 60, 10 is minus 60. So we'll get the answer as positive 190 because the sum of these three positive values is 330 and the sum of these two negative values is minus 140 and the sum of these two 330 and minus 140 is 190. Okay, I hope you can do it by yourself. Try to find the mean median both by yourself. And these are the few questions I prepared for you. Try to solve it. Just take a screenshot. 1, 2, then 3, and 4. Let me help you out here. So you have to create a table first to make it in a continuous manner, right? So what we have to do is follow the pattern first. See what is given below 155, below 150 and below 155, below 160, below 165, below 170 and below 175. So our continuous CI will be, the first one will be 145 to 150. Okay. Why I have taken 5 difference? Because you can see the difference is 5 in each class interval. The next class interval will be 150 to 155. Then similarly it will be 155 to 160. Then 160 to 165. Then 165 to 170 and 170 to 175. Okay. And also, this is not frequency. This is basically the cumulative frequency. Okay. So we have to convert this also. So the frequency will be, now it is a below question, right? So you have to subtract from below. So 45 minus 38 will give how much? 7. Then again 38 minus 22 will give 16. Then 22 minus 15 will give 7. Then 15 minus 11 will give 4. Then 11 minus 5 will give 6. And this one we have to write as it is 5. Okay, so these are our frequency. Now you can find the mode and mean by yourself. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.